UDP pledged and promised the Belizean people to restore and maintain good governance by reforming the Senate to ensure that those senators nominated by the opposition and NGOs together constitute the majority, and by empowering the Senate to initiate and conduct public inquiries into mismanagement or corruption by officials in central government or statutory bodies. Barrow and the UDP have now abandoned this pledge, broken this promise, and have turned their backs on governance reform and accountability.
Mr. Barrow has decided that he is not going to bring into force Section 7 and Section 9 of the 6th Amendment. We say that that is unconstitutional and unlawful, and we are going to ask the Supreme Court of Belize to decide whether that is so or not. Honorable Francis Fonseca is going to ask the Supreme Court to declare that the Prime Minister, Mr. Barrow, is acting unconstitutionally and unlawfully yet again. And most importantly, we are asking the Supreme Court that if they agree that Mr. Barrow is yet again acting unconstitutionally, to make an order directing him to bring Section 7 and 9 of the 6th Amendment into force within 30 days of an order of the Supreme Court. Ultimately, from a political perspective, from a legal perspective, the party leader is going to ask the Supreme Court to consider and decide whether we have a constitutional democracy in which the Constitution is supreme, or whether Mr. Dean Barrow is above the Constitution and the law of this country. We are going to ask the Supreme Court to determine and to consider whether Belize is a democracy in which the rule of law prevails, or whether we now live in Barroganistan, where we have Dean Barrow prevailing with the rule of man.